call the meeting to order. I'd like to begin by acknowledging that we are in Treaty 1 territory and the traditional homeland of the Métis Nation. I'll introduce my panel members first. To my left is Lynn Nesbitt. To my far left is Jeff, I always say Piché, but it's Peich. I'm Marcel Larondo. I'll be chairing. The assessor today is Doug Strachan, and our administrative assistant today is Cindy Princeton. We will be hearing applications for revision of assessment rule in accordance with the Municipal Act. The matters for which revision is requested have been described in each application, and we will limit discussions to those matters. The statements that applicants or the assessor make at the hearing are sworn testimony, and anyone speaking to the matters must be sworn in. Be advised that comparisons of assessments of properties are not considered evidence of market value by the Board of Revision. The Board of Revision is appointed annually by Council and is independent of it and the City Administration. It makes its decisions on the basis of the evidence provided at this hearing and issues a written order that will be mailed to all parties as soon as possible. Please note that the Board's decision with respect to an application may be appealed to the Manitoba Municipal Board if the matter pertains to assessed value or classification, or to the Court of Queen's Bench if the matter pertains to an application of exemption from taxation. Should you wish to appeal, information on how to do so will be included with the Board's order. With respect to the hearing process, I will confirm the matters to be addressed with each applicant following the swearing in. We will then have the assessor's testimony followed by questions, and then the applicant may have, and then we may have, and then the applicant's testimony followed by questions. Each side will have an opportunity to summarize if they wish. Once all the evidence about an application has been brought forward, the applicant may leave and the process will repeat for each item on the docket today. The session will close after all the applications have been heard, and the Board will deliberate in private and make its decisions. You will receive the order by registered mail as soon as possible. As information, all public hearings are live streamed, recorded, and will be part of the public record. If we could have 32 Kelly Place. Yuri, if you want to come up, have a seat and get sworn in.
Whichever you prefer.
Yeah, okay, just look like him. Yeah.
Please state your full name.
Yuri Smolyanov.
Do you affirm that the evidence you're about to give in this hearing is the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Thank you. And you have that for the panel?
Yes.
Okay.
That is 5.
Great, thank you.
Mr. Strachan, when you're ready.
Okay, for beginners, just for all the properties, there was no inspections.
Okay.
Just, information completed at the office. 32 Kelly Place. This is in the Ridgewood South development. It's area between it's west of Charleswood Road and north of Wilkes, Brannock further north in that development. 2-story built in 2016, approximately 2,100 square feet. It's got full basement. Our records show that there's no development in the basement. 3 washrooms, central air, attached garage. Lot size, just under 6,000 square feet. Since Ridgewood South is a new development, it's pretty tough to get sales. What I'm going through right now is the 2017 assessment. The reference date, April 1st, 2014. These houses didn't even exist in 2014, so I just went a bit further north into the that sort of area. All of them are 2 stories, comparable single families. Since that's sort of an older area, you'll see the year built. All of them range from 89 to 95. Similar square footage from 1,900 up to 2,200, so it falls within the range of the subject property. full basements, 3 out of 4 of them do have basement development. Washroom count varies, 3 or 4 washrooms. Much the same features, central air. The subject property doesn't have a fireplace to the best of our knowledge, and there's all attached garages. Lot sizes, all of them are a bit bigger, 6,200 up to 7,000 square feet. The sale information at the bottom, the first number gives you the sale price, the true sale price, and the sale date, year. At the bottom of that section, that's the month and year that it did sell, and we've supplied the time-adjusted sale price for all of the properties. Time-adjusted is to bring it to the April 1st, 2014 level. Our estimate of what it may have sold for a few months past these sale dates. Time-adjusted sale prices, you'll see they're all in the 500 mark, 526 up to 547. Again, this is in Betsworth, an older area, but new development, we have to go elsewhere, widen the parameters to find comparable sales. So one thing that is different here is the lot size, so that's taken into consideration as well. So the 2017 assessment, 489,000. Sales history at the bottom. Both the sales are 2016. The lowest one, 123.9, was the land sale, and the 427,280 was the post-reference sale. So that I can't regard. Again, it's post-reference. So we would assess at 489. I request the board maintain the 2017 assessment. Thank you.
Yuri, do you have any questions of the assessor before you make your presentation?
I'm not sure.
Do you have any questions on the information that he brought forward? You saw what he brought forward as far as the.
Yes. I think I give it to somebody with
No,
my.
This is his.
I think it's on somebody.
Somebody gave you some information as well.
Yeah, I know.
You might have put it in one of his
Oh.
files.
Yeah, I changed. Yeah. Looks like no. Nobody have it. No.
We're looking.
No. It's yours, right?
Yeah, this is fine.
It's yours. Sorry.
We're gonna see if we can find it for
So
you.
many people say sorry. Yeah. Okay.
Maybe you put it in one of the
Yeah,
files.
maybe one of the. Yeah, it's here. Yeah.
You got it now?
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Okay. Good.
Thank you.
Yeah. It's like no question.
No questions? I'm just gonna see if
It's
the
like
panel,
real information. What question could be like this?
yeah, we'll just see if the panel members have any. Jeff, do you
I
have
have
any
the
questions? Lynn?
No one have any questions?
No questions? The sale in 2016 you said was post?
Post.
By how much?
I think it's we have July 22nd, 2016.
July 22nd, so that was possession, not right, not the sale.
That's a date that we get a copy from LTO.
Yeah.
I can't confirm its possession date. It's,
Possession date could have been prior to that is what I'm saying.
yeah, I'm sure it was. Maybe July 15th.
So this
July 1st.
this home was probably bought sometime in January or,
It very well could have been.
okay,
Yeah. We don't get that information.
okay.
I just
Lynn?
wanted to clarify something. This was, the reference date is April 1, 2014.
Correct.
So anything in 2016 is well past the 2014.
Correct.
Thank you.
Hey, sorry, we're talking about the Kerry place. Is my place, yeah? And
Yep.
the selling price is We got this sale price for my.
Which one?
Yeah.
400,
489, yeah,
489 is price that I put house?
that's what they put out.
No,
No, the
sorry,
sale. He's
yeah,
asking about the
with
sale.
all of grades is 440.
You're gonna explain that when you.
Yeah, okay,
make
okay,
your
sorry, yeah,
presentation.
sorry.
Yeah, I'm gonna get to you in just a minute.
Yeah, yeah,
But that was in 2016,
16, yeah.
yeah. Okay, so now we're gonna go to your presentation. So you take us into your presentation with the information that you brought. What did you wanna tell us?
Like, I bring information, first of all, is sale price that I was buying.
Which page is that on? it's on-
I think you have information about it, but it's like not the right information.
He's on the assessor's brief.
You're on the assessor's brief? Okay. Oh, you're saying that the price he's got here at
I didn't
427?
really, I have price that I bought it, sorry, but
Yeah,
I
present
think you
your,
have this information.
present
but-
your information.
Okay, yeah, okay.
That's what they've got registered at the land titles office.
Yeah, okay,
427.
for 2016, we bought this house for 447,000, and it's included already here, some, we paid some land transfer taxes, it's like from the.
Yeah, that, but the land transfer taxes
Oh, I
don't,
don't know, it's from.
Just let me have a look
My
at
lawyer,
it.
yeah,
Do
it's.
I have to put it in evidence?
Well, yeah.
no.
Okay.
See, this is your statement
Uh,
from the lawyer's office.
Yeah, it's from my lawyer office, and
Yeah, 436.
actually, I think maybe this one is what you got from the office lawyer. Original 420.
Status. Yeah, this doesn't, that just shows your mortgage amount though.
Just mortgage.
Yeah.
But
We don't wanna talk about the
Yeah, but,
mortgage.
yeah, but
Let's not talk about the mortgage
is the
amount.
price here too?
No, the price isn't really here, it's showing the
Yeah.
mortgage amount. It's showing this amount here, but it's including some other costs as well. But you paid to the vendor that 437.
Yes, right to the vendor.
So-
Yeah.
You know what, we're gonna let you keep that.
Mhm.
437
437.
was to the vendor. Okay, what information you wanna bring to our attention, Gary?
Okay, I bring information, some like for condition of my house for right now, like is
Yep.
we didn't inspect it, but it's on our backyard. When we like, or inside the house, we get some trench. It's going along all my backyard, and it's keep like I can do nothing here, like I can, because it's a trench and it's sewerage here.
Yeah, we call it a
And
swale.
it's- Oh, we call swale.
A swale.
Swale, yeah, and then actually is 7 feet by 1 feet down and 78 feet long. Like is take my backyard. Actually, I pay for properties that I can use normally, like I can want to do it. And this ugly sewerage house on the
Land drainage.
Well, yeah, is lots of beats and like it's noisy when it's raining, like it's lot, like it's not backyard. I think that everybody dreaming about. And it's like brand new house. Actually, it's less than 2 years old, but it's already all my basement floor is cracks. I just take a couple pictures from different places on the basement, but all of them like cracks, like ugly cracks going around through our basement. I think even if people coming to buy, you see even these two things, they already will decide maybe not to buy or lower price for just for this one.
You can sit down.
It's
You can
concerned,
sit
yeah,
down
it's
and do it,
concerned to
Gary.
my house, like my new house. It's new, but looks like already not new. Yeah. And I bring another side of paper, like, I bring houses.
That's the one that Vladimir did for you?
Yeah, it's for comparison, like it's almost same square footage and prices, but it's two of them is already built and sell for prices that you can see here. Like if you see 15 pellet coal is sold for 464. Sell price 467,000, right? But they have lots of amazing upgrades for this house. This fireplace, entertainment units, and two large windows each room. Like that, I don't have it. No.
The one thing, we're not supposed to be dealing with anything after the sale to April 1st, 2014. What you're bringing is sales 17 and 18 here.
Yeah, but price is not going down. Like it should be more, right? It's new house. If people sell like for a 5,000, 7,700, they sell it on 15 or 14, 12 or 2012. How they can sell new house for this price? It should be more, right? There's no way that
Should be.
Yeah.
If you read the
Old
paper,
houses, I can understand this custom built house that have a lot of upgrades, like wood everywhere and fireplaces, everything. Maybe it's like can price go up, but it's just from the less than 2 years, my house, like what I can see, is like going for more than 60,000 up. It's for almost no upgrades, just air conditioner and so.
53,000.
Yeah, 53 actually, I did 57. And and this price, okay, even new houses include a gross fee. On times that I was buying my house, we didn't pay it's not was gross fee here. It's like nobody will, when they buy a house, nobody tell you, oh, okay, you tell, okay, I have paid gross fee. Say, okay, it's your problem, it's not, nobody will. It's not moving price up. And yeah, actually, these new houses for our days. It's the same project that I have my house. Now sell price for 461 and 461,900, and is planning to build it. And is include already, I think, yes, gross fee, include gross fee. Minus gross fee is approximately like 450 for today, new house, for the same, like I have, like about 1 year, couple years before.
Do you have any questions, Doug?
You showed us the pictures of the swale plus the drainage. Were you aware of that when you purchased the property? Did you take a look in the backyard to see what existed back there?
Yeah, I was here, and actually when I bought the house, they tell asking for nothing should be here. They tell, yeah, okay. But when I find this ugly like stuff, they will move this sewage, how it's called?
Land.
Sewer, yeah.
Sewer, yeah, they will move it to make landscaping nice. Like, but right now, I have a, how do you call it, trench, not trench, how do you call it?
Swale.
Swell, and it's coming from both sides. It's coming from even from neighbors. It's coming from my side. And it's coming from the outside, whereas we have a walking, like people walking place, and it's all inclined to my area. Instead, like backyard, they have, I don't know what is it.
And regarding you brought pictures of the foundation or the flooring. Just comment, majority of the homes in Winnipeg do have, there's not too many homes in Winnipeg that don't have some sort of cracking, like similar to this. Not too many, if you could stick your hand down there, but hairline cracks like this are common have you had any leakage because of these?
No, for now, not yet, but I just scary if, like, you know, I don't know. Because I was living in my old house, is older for 40 years, 45 years than new, and I have maybe one couple cracks in the same area. I was living on Charleswood area too. It's approximately 5 minutes walking time from a new house and old house. A new house is built on, they're using some pails and everything, but
Okay.
there's still lots of cracks and like on this condition, I cannot sell this house on, if we're talking about selling price, can.
Right, okay. I have no other questions.
Jeff, any questions?
Based on all your research and what you've presented here, what are you saying is a fair assessment?
What
What do you believe is a fair value?
I can go lower than prices for today, like this day. I think it's 450, like this price that they're selling right now. If not take gross fee, because I didn't pay those fee. It's 450. I think is my house cost this.
There's no other questions.
Lynn?
No questions, thank you.
And you paid $437. You said today's price was $461, did you not?
Yes, it's 461 that I get from person that sell houses, like
Here.
the representative
Yeah.
can cancel them. Because we bought house here and I went to ask to help to find what sell price for the same houses.
That was
But
Vladimir.
this price include gross fee, and I didn't pay like actually gross fee. If we remove gross fee, it's actually 450 price for
Did
for
you
my
have
house.
Did you have any options put in your house? Did you have any upgrades put in when you bought it?
Yes.
'Cause this is just the basic house, this one.
Yeah, yes, yes.
Which options did you have put in?
I have air conditioner
AC,
and kitchen backsplash.
kitchen backsplash?
Yeah, that is like
How much did you spend on your upgrades?
on upgrades. All upgrades.
Yeah, all your upgrades, what were they? Because the
It's
piles
four-
would have been an upgrade as
Yeah,
well.
maybe 4,000.
That included the piles?
Huh?
The piles were included with that?
No, upgrade, no, house with upgrades, you mean a new house that I bought?
Yeah,
Actual price was 421,
yeah.
and I spent for all upgrades, it was price 440, I think.
So
It's like, yeah, and 7, I don't know, it's 7, but it was for.
around
440.
440.
Around 440, 441, yeah.
And then you put the fence in?
And yeah, fence, I spent for fence, we did it with neighbors, both sides, approximately 600 one side, 600 another side, because we paid share. It's okay, it's 1,200 maybe for material, and we build by ourselves.
That's the way to do it.
Yeah.
The sod you put down yourself as well?
What
The sod, the grass,
grass, yeah.
that would have been probably another $15,000 or $2,000.
No, probably maybe, yeah,
Did you put a deck?
not,
I don't have no deck. Didn't do any finishing in the basement?
no, nothing finishing, there is some finished basement.
Nothing done in the garage?
Basement have, it's just air what I did by myself, like, I did upgrades after upgraded for the apartment house, just air conditioner and a backsplash and vacuum, it was connected already, I just connect to vacuum top.
Probably closer to the 460 range than you're.
Yeah, 455, it looks like.
Oh, we're negotiating now.
No, I mean, because, yeah, I spent maybe 5,000-6,000 for all stuff, like 3,200 for my air conditioner, and my 1,200 for my fence and grass. 15. Yeah, it's approximately 457, maybe 4. Yeah.
Okay, leave it with us, Sherry, and you'll be hearing from us within
Scott,
short
next
period.
one too. Yeah, sorry, sure. Is that next again?
Is he up again? Oh, we got the second one. Don't go anywhere yet, Gary.
Yeah, okay.
2018.
Oh, it's jumping up to 502.
Yeah.
We're just gonna read the next one on,
Okay.
because he's jumping it up to 502 for 2018. Go ahead.
Okay. 2018, reference date, April 1st, 2016. So again, had to go a bit further, you know, widen the parameters to find sales. They ranged 87 up to 2014. 2 stories. I won't go through all the features, but similar square footage, 2,000 to 2,200 square feet. Similar features, lot sizes range fairly close. Sales, the actual sale price, I'll just go through 532, 500, 500, and 490,000. So all of these are older homes. Similar features, lot size similar, so I feel that those sales support the 502,000 for the 2018 roll. Thank you.
Gary, I'll ask you, do you have any questions of the assessor on the information that he presented on your property?
Okay, it's wait, we're talking about
2018.
2018. We're talking about my property, right?
Yep, your property
And
for the year 2018. That's where he's got it up to 502,000. Are you on that page?
yes, wait, no, I didn't. Oh yeah, yes, yeah. 2018, yes, yeah. Yeah, I see.
I guess we could make it shorter. We already know the history.
Yeah.
What do you think it was worth this year? How
I
much
think,
do you think it's gone up in value?
I just represent you new houses. I don't think somebody will come in to buy this house if they can buy a new house in a better condition and you know, with the new houses now, price is just more than what I see is more than 10,000 right now, new houses. And they don't have, not every house like that I bought have this ugly surge and yeah, cracks maybe come on, but I was going to lots of houses, through houses, not every house has same like ugly cracks everywhere. No. Yeah, people complain sometimes, but one or I have one, or even the whole show homes, you can see is completely different. Maybe they build different and cheaper for people and you know, for to show like blank eye and a close eye, maybe. I don't know.
So you made your case on that one already. Now give us the price that you think it would be up to
My price for my house,
Yeah.
it was, yeah, I think it's
for 2018.
yeah, what we're talking before, like I did some upgrades too. Is not more than I think more than 457. I don't know. Just yeah, if not this like.
See, now
like
this one,
some stuff that I have already, like ugly stuff on my house and yard, and just maybe it will. I can fight for price with people, but for this time, like for them, I think it's better go to buy a new house, and even with lots of upgrades, this one is 464, but it's everything: a fireplace, entertainment unit, great rooms, and it's Ridgewood West, and this 2 large windows for every room. Like if people will see this house and my house, they never will go to my house. They never will pay for my house same price that we have for new houses right now in 2018.
Doug, do you have any questions?
No, thank you.
Jeff?
One question.
Back to Doug.
Yeah, so back to you. And that is, what would the average escalation and assessment be in this area from the prior period?
I don't have all the paperwork here. I think it was around 25 per year or something like that.
What, 2% cheese?
Yeah, sorry, 2%.
2%.
I don't have those numbers, I wish I
Okay.
could exactly,
Okay.
but no, it has gone up from 2016, 18, some areas. It's hard to give a number. 2 stories are different than bungalows. It varies depending on type of property, so it's.
Okay, no, that's fine, thank you. No other questions?
Then,
I have no questions.
what was the date you bought the house?
Date, the neighborhood house. We start to,
When you wrote the deal and you came up to the agreement?
I think it was maybe 8 months before.
So it was in
2007,
2015, right?
it's 2015, yeah, because we moved on a house, maybe, I know, it's hard to say. Probably, yes, maybe. Because it take time to build it, and it was
Yeah.
one of the first houses that they built. Not first because they built showrooms, and now, like, ours was one of them. 2016, on July,
July you took possession?
I removed this house.
Yeah. Doug, a question for you.
Yes.
Do we look at the date that they actually did the purchase, seeing as that would reflect on what the value was for 2016? Because, I mean, if we purchased it in 2015, we have that number, which was 437,000.
Right.
And we add on the extra things that he did to the house, we end up at that 457.
Right, no, I understand what you're saying. Without me being able to see any, there's probably the standard building agreement, and then there's usually the clause about changes.
Yeah.
Order changes. Without seeing all that information, I can't, I wouldn't be able to support that without seeing all the.
Do you want to show him the form that you showed me before,
Status of
with the actual price on it?
Status of that.
Yeah, just walk over. Just want Doug to see it. I just didn't want to read all the numbers onto the record that are there, Doug.
Did you?
That's,
This one, not
No,
that.
the other one.
that's the title.
Yeah, the other
other
one. That's the one that shows the mortgage.
Is it terrace, tricon? Yeah.
That one got the numbers? Yeah, that's what's shown that one.
Yeah,
That one, if you look down about 6 lines, I think they've got the actual value.
Yeah, no, I just understand what you're saying. For more detailed information, I would have to look, maybe consider the whole agreement. At this point, I'm supporting the assessment.
Okay.
Basing it on sales that I'm able
Yeah.
to supply. This sale, we wouldn't have seen until after possession.
Yeah, you wouldn't have seen it until
And
later.
that would have been discarded. We don't see it, that's why I have to resort to going to other neighborhoods
Yeah.
to find comparables. So,
Okay, I understand that.
thank you.
Yuri, you leave it with us, and we'll come up to a decision.
yeah, I need to go.
You can leave anytime now.
Well, no.
You're all done. You only had 2, right? Yep. You're done.
I'm done, yeah, I can go, right?
You can go.
No need to wait something.
Nope, you don't have to wait. You're not gonna hear for another week or 2. Depends how fast Cindy works.
Should have it out by Friday.
Thank you.
Thanks for dropping in. We're gonna work on 6 prominence next.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's okay,
No,
I'm
no,
done, I'm
yeah,
done
yeah.
with it, thank you.
Would you like to swear or affirm?
John Barker, Chair.
You can affirm, that's fine. Please state your full name.
Seth Law?
Do you affirm that the evidence you're about to give in this hearing is the truth, the truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Okay. And are you going to be speaking as well?
Yeah, I was gonna help him. I'll just help him in a way.
He's gonna help him, but he's gotta swear in.
Yeah.
So,
Did you want to swear or affirm? Please state your full name.
Mohammed Tassim Shafak?
Do you affirm that the evidence you're about to give in this hearing is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, it is.
Thank you.
That was the easy part. Are we doing 2 on this one as well?
3. Oh, yeah, just 2.
13. Okay, Doug, when you're ready on 6 Prominent Place.
Okay, 2017, we'll look at, for beginners. 2017, you wanna go through that first? Okay.
Yeah, 2017 first, that's a 652 number?
Yes.
Okay,
Sorry, I forgot the last property. Roll number reading, is that still necessary?
yeah, we should.
Okay. 030913656006 Prominence Point. Bridgewater Forest neighborhood, 2-story, built in 2009, 2,500 square feet, full basement. Some of the basement has been developed. 4 washrooms, central air, attached garage, lot size 5,700 square feet. Comparables, they're all from Bridgewater Forest as well. Brockington, Millbank, Aspen Forest, and another one on Millbank. 2 stories, ages 2008, one of them 2012. Area 22 to just under 2,600 square feet. Much the same features, full basement, basement finish, washroom count varies, air, fireplaces, attached garages, and the lot size is the 4,700, and one of them larger at 6,400 square feet. 2017 assessment, 652,000 for sales to support. Since this is 2017, again, the reference date April 1st, 2014. Sales, adjusted sale prices, I'll read off 640 up to 698. Rate per square foot I've supplied as well. 262 up to $306 a square foot. Subject, again, 652,000 or $259 a square foot. I request that the board maintain this value. Thank you.
Do you have any questions of the assessor on the information that he just brought forward?
Not really.
No? Jeff?
Nothing right now.
Lynn?
The 2010 sale, so that I understand is, prior to the reference year, but that was probably for the newly constructed home built in 2009?
Yes, that was the first time sale. The 2009 sale was the land sale, and then
Right.
2010 was the first time sale.
Okay, and then 2016 post-reference is the last sale.
553.5, yes.
Okay. We'll get to when in 2016, but when in 2016?
Actually, I've got the multiple listing here. It gives a sale date of June 5th, 2016.
Okay. Okay, that's all the questions I have.
I'm good. On with your presentation. Do we have any documentation from you?
On the bottom.
one here? We got it.
Okay.
Just
It
file
has
it.
3 card in it, so.
Yep, 1, 2, 3, yes. Go ahead and give us the information.
I'm talking on behalf of my sister-in-law here, and the house actually, he mentioned about that, it was sold on sold on June 5th, 2016. Asking price was for 544,500.
545?
544,500.
5,
And actually the backup, actually it is in the list too. Comparison of listing price and sell price
Okay.
under that,
This one?
I think so.
It should show that, it's on.
Yeah.
we'll get it.
Yeah.
553, 500, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and first of all, when you called, city told us like, we got a good deal. But the property was asking for 544 and we end up to, by bidding, after bidding, we end up to pay 553 to get the house. Because we are in rush to get it. So we paid over than it was asking price. But in that time, the property assessed value was $610,000 on that property. And then they raised the assessed value to 630,000. I provided a list of same size property under the 16-17 tax assessment. And we try to show there the listed price and the sold price, all those property. Even some are partially finished basement.
Which one are you working with right now?
16-17
This
tax
one here?
assessment, yes.
Okay,
All those houses are sold in the same area. Based on the square footage, we make an average sale price for the houses $498,069. And with full finished basement, it is, we find out just one house sold on that time, 530,000. And also the square footage was 22600. And also all the backups for that listing front page is attached to the back.
continue.
And then we moved in there actually first week of September, and we took the project to develop the basement and spent $17,500 in the basement to make a bedroom and living area. And because of that is finishing, city had another $40,000. Actually, 2016-17, and they raised the assessed value to 630,000. And then based on the finishing basement, like 70,500 investment in it, they add another 40,000 in it. Now it is 670,000 assessed value for that property.
That's for the 2018.
Yeah.
Continue, and we'll ask you some questions after.
Okay. And I also provide you 2018-19 comparison. And you can see some listing for full finished basement house sold in that same area. For same square footage, average sale price was 560,000, and insulated basement with the considering the same square footage house is 531,000. yes, and then and also 3 houses we mark in there, which are actually sold on the same time we purchased, and also finished basement. Average square footage price should be, based on that evidence, $555,267. Also, I like to mention about that, like nowadays the houses, they have high ceiling, like living area all the way up. The house, my brother got, like that house actually not high ceiling, it is like a little bit old pattern. And that's why the square footage is a little bit, looks like higher. If it is high ceiling, then people lose the square footage and it looks like smaller house, but those are actually same size house.
Anything else?
That's about it. I think like, you know, we really, in the city ask us really high assessed value to pay for the property taxes.
Okay, we'll see what questions we got. Doug, any questions?
At the start, you mentioned something about 600,000.
Like the time it was sold, it was 610,000 assessed value on that property.
Oh, the assessment. Okay,
Yeah.
sorry, I thought you were
No.
talking about
No.
sale. Okay, okay, no other questions. Thank you.
Lynn, any questions?
No questions.
None?
Just one
Jeff?
quick question. What criteria did you use to select the comparables you've presented here?
Do you want to talk?
Yeah, what criteria? Was it based on price or characteristics of the home?
It's like both. Like if we compare, we should compare the same layout inside.
Yes.
The high ceiling is
Yeah.
modern look
Yeah.
and modern inside, but the house we are having, it is not like up-to-date modern look.
I see. Okay.
And also I provide some evidence of houses. We don't know the layout inside, but we
Yes.
just pull out from, you know, the sale price, like,
Right, okay. No other questions?
This is not the corner house, is it?
no.
It's just down in the corner, like
Third house from the
the
corner.
third house from the corner of Common
The
House?
Second house.
Back on the park, as they call it?
There's no park, it's like they're going to city. Also another thing, that time we bought that house, we knew it will be a school division or something.
It was
Like
supposed to
that.
be a
There was a school supposed to be built behind that
And
house.
they're changing, and now they are thinking about
Building some
selling
more,
the-
selling up land for more properties to be built.
For condominiums,
Yeah.
yeah, so that will reduce the property value, I think,
once it happens.
yeah.
Right now, you've still got all those nice trees behind you.
Yeah,
The other houses that you have brought forward, what's the one that's closest to Promenance? Promenance is a very high-end.
like actually my brother, he contacted the city and they give the area we should consider to compare the price. So we talked to our real estate agent, he pull out the house sold in that area, you know, like he give us the list of house sold and what is the listed price and the sold price. It is all those reference in there belongs to the same area.
Well, the same area, but you got South Point. South Point's not the same area, they're not the same criteria for construction,
Okay.
not the same. Take a drive
I
through.
really don't know that.
Take a drive through the two neighborhoods, you'll see the difference.
If you're talking about close by properties, then it would be Beecham Crescent.
Yeah, Beecham.
Those would be close by Beecham Drive.
So you paid 553, so 550.
Yeah, 553,
553, 500.
500,
And that was June of,
2016. we paid over than asking price.
That's how you create market.
Yeah, they are new immigrant like here, like that's the first house, so they were in an apartment, so looking for a house. So they just try to get it, so.
Yeah, we were just rushing to find a house.
Also real estate hasn't, they push, okay, add another 2,000 or 5,000 to just get confirmed.
Because there was 4 bids on the house, right?
Yeah, I don't know how many bid, but he just called, can you add some more?
Could have asked, they'd have told you. It was appealed last year, the house, and nobody showed up to the hearing.
Actually, we didn't receive the letter, so that's why the things happened.
That's why you're coming back this time?
Yeah, like I was there, I didn't receive a call, I didn't receive an email, I didn't receive a letter, so.
Okay, so that's why you're here, that's why the appeal was just confirmed back then, because you hadn't shown up. Okay. You basically spoke to the second part too, because you were talking about,
Yeah.
but what you didn't give me was a number that you were actually looking for. You
I-
danced around a couple of different numbers, but I need a number for the 2016 year,
Mhm.
and a number that you're looking for the 2018 year, well, the 2017 year, I'm sorry. Go with the 2017 year, what was the number you were?
2016, I should go by the price I paid,
Yeah,
or you can go by the listed price, it's up to you. Because I paid over than it was asking, so I don't know which one should be considered.
mm-hmm,
And then we invest 17,500, the assets value should be,
17,500.
yes. So should be add on that, so that's I think should be the fair value for,
So you haven't finished the rest of the basement yet?
like that's the finish, that's the finishing we did, we're spending 17,500.
You put and that included the bathroom?
Sorry?
That included a bathroom downstairs?
Yes. My brother has 3 kids, so 1 kid need a bedroom in there, so that's why the whole thing come up.
And I've got no further questions, everybody else is good? Let's go to the 2018 and read it on to the roll, please. Doug?
Roll number 030913656006 Providence Point. Yeah, this is one I had the issue with. There was, as was mentioned, there was already the 2018 assessment roll appeal. And it was confirmed I checked with the Board of Revision, when we mailed the assessment notices out, there was no returns. To the best of our knowledge, the owner got it. Spoke with the Board of Revision. A letter was not returned to them regarding the notification of the hearing. So it's always under the assumption that the property owner received the notice. The hearing occurred. The assessor supplied the information, and the assessment was confirmed under 54-1.
But now we're rehearing it because they're
Right.
saying that,
Didn't
so that no
receive it.
longer
Right.
exists.
Just a comment. 46-2 would have been a suggestion.
Mhm.
54-1, it could have went to the municipal board. To do it 2018 again at the Board of Revision, I don't find that reasonable to accept another 2018 roll appeals in the same year.
But they're before us now, Doug.
Yeah, the assessor supplied the information at the Board of Revision that the number was confirmed. I'm supplying the exact same information
Okay.
again to the board, and I request that the 2018 assessment be maintained again.
at $672,000.
Yes, thank you.
Okay, you've already spoken to that, you believe that that number should be up by about 17.5 from whatever the year before was. So we're gonna have that discussion, and after we've had that discussion, you'll be hearing from us.
Okay, all right.
Thank you very much.
Just one thing like to add a little bit, like the missing letter, we just came to know when we came to for the 2018 assessment, we came to know they actually sent the letter to us, but that's how and we missed that appointment.
Yeah, the thing is, my dad's big pain in the butt, so he keeps, so at that, during that time, he kept on calling me to check the letterbox, and every day I had to check that out, and there was no letter, so from here, like, we can't do anything else.
Well, you're here now, we've heard it, we'll make a decision.
Thank you.
This time you've had a hearing. Some people like it, some people won't. Okay, that's this. Rob, you're up. Just let me get my paperwork in place here first before, well, you can sit. Go ahead, swear.
Would you like to swear or affirm? Please state your full name. Do you affirm that the evidence you're about to give in this hearing is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Thank you.
So Rob, you're representing someone else on this, is that correct?
Yes, sir, I am, and my apologies.
I hope you got a letter from them saying you can do it, right? Well, mind you, you're on the file, so you got something.
Yeah, it's on the,
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay,
we'll let him stay.
we'll let them stay. I was trying to get rid, oh, yeah, I didn't see that.
Oh,
Sorry, Counselor.
my heart froze.
Hey, sorry, Counselor. Where am I at?
Scaring the applicants.
I'm trying real hard. Start with the first one, then, please.
Okay, 58 Lake Bend Road, 0309297455. New dwelling, there was supplementary sent for 2016, 17, and 18. For 2016, 17, the reference date, April 1st, 2014. So I'll go through it just once for both of the 16, 17. This area, Bridgewater Lakes, it's a new area again, southwest of Bishop Grandin, Keniston meeting area to the southwest of that. Two-story, built in 2016, 2664 square feet. It's got a walkout basement. At this point, to the best of our knowledge, there's no basement finish. 3 washrooms, fireplace, attached garage. Comparables, all in the same area, Bridgewater Forest. Northtown, Bridge Lake, 3 on Bridge Lake. All built in 2012. Similar square footage, 24 up to 2,600 square feet. All walkout basement. The main difference here is the lower level has been developed. Washroom count. All of the comparables do have more washrooms. Central air, fireplaces, attached garages. The subject property lot size, just under 7,300 square feet. Retention pond influence, it doesn't, the property doesn't go right onto the retention. There's a public walkway between, if I remember correctly, between the end of the property to the retention pond. Other lot sizes, 5,300 up to approximately 6,400 square feet. 3 out of 4 of them, all the Bridge Lake properties are near the retention as well. Comparable number 1, Northtown traffic, and it's close to a park area. Sales, July 2013 through March 2014. Time adjusted sale prices, you'll see 785,000 up to 880. It's quite a range. Okay, some higher, some lower. We feel that the 2017 assessment of 16-17 assessment of 818 fits into that range. Sale history, 2015, that was the vacant lot, 214,000. So it's all the same information for the 2016, 2017 roll. Thank you.
You're not gonna do the 18 at the same time, because you dropped it?
Sure, if you want me to.
Might as well.
Make it easier. Okay. Do you need me to read through them all?
No.
Okay. The 2018 assessment is a touch lower. This with the changes, it came down 4,000, went to 814. So the information is very similar, just the reference date has gone up to the April 1st, 2016.
Same roll number, so.
Yes.
Good enough?
Yes.
Bob, do you have any questions?
A couple.
Go ahead.
You make the adjustment for time, but there's no other adjustments. Landscaping and basement finish in these places could be a huge investment and could change the sale price of these things considerably. What do you think?
Yes, I agree. I'm not an appraiser. I can't make those type of adjustments. I supply the information that exists. When it comes to the landscaping, we generally don't make adjustments for that because if I go out there today, the landscaping is just a big mud pile. 2 weeks from now, it's beautiful. Are they gonna call me? Probably not.
I would.
So,
Yeah.
that's generally why we don't take that into consideration. New developments, some homes go for a year and a half without landscaping, so that's one thing at this point we can take into consideration. Basement finish, I agree with you. I'm supplying the facts of what properties with basement finish have sold for. I can't make the adjustment for that. Just supplying the facts of what the assessment is versus what those properties have sold for.
Another question, the supplemental assessment for 16 to 17, that's effective October 2016, is it?
I believe it was. You know, I didn't bring copies of the supplementary, but I believe it was
Yes.
portion of.
Questions, thank you.
That's it. Lynn, question?
I just wanted to confirm this property has no central air.
That was actually a question I was going to ask, if air conditioning, whoever, the assessor that went to the home originally, there was no air conditioning. I didn't check for electrical permits prior to the hearing to see if air conditioners had been installed. I'm sure Mr. McLaughlin might tell me.
Yeah.
Okay.
I might.
You might, never came back.
Okay.
Jeff,
No other questions.
Les, Bob, on with your presentation.
Thank you, sir.
Have we got paper on this?
Yep.
Which one is this now?
This one.
Very bottom, there we go.
So what we have here is 58 Lake Bend Road. The offer was written and accepted in just about dead on the middle of the two reference years, April of 2015. And we have page 3 will give you the amount paid of $709,829. And you can see a date there of April 2nd, 2015. So it kind of straddles it perfectly almost. So, and given the fact that they paid $710,000 in 2015, and the assessor, his own information indicates that the value was actually higher in 2014 than it was in 2016, I would suggest that to me, an assessment of $710,000 would be appropriate. Having said that, discussions with Mr. Strachan yielded, I've included the actual offered purchase and all the adjustments as far as I can see it for Artista Homes. There is no adjustment for granite countertops, and there is most certainly granite countertops in this particular home, and there is air conditioning in this home. So my position is for both, actually, is that the market value is $710,000, and perhaps an adjustment for granite and air conditioning would be appropriate if the assessor has not recognized air conditioning.
And that's it for your presentation?
Yes?
Good? Any
Oh,
questions?
well, I guess let's have a look at the pictures. I mean, the front is the picture of the home. Page 2 is the unfinished basement. And through that, you can see that the backyard is not landscaped either.
Oh, I thought that was a nice plan.
Well, given with things that in July 1st, the changes coming, maybe that's where we'll go. But, so the front, it does have some landscaping. It's kind of hard to tell from the snow covered, but definitely the backyard is not. And there is some fencing, of course, at the back, which separates from the walkway behind the property at the lake. So again, minor adjustments for things not accounted for in the sale price of $710,000, but I think that 710 is pretty much the number we're looking for. Thank you.
Now, questions?
Has the owner any intention of developing the lower level that you're aware
Well,
of?
if they bought a walkway, I would think so, yes, eventually.
Okay. I have no other questions, thank you.
Lynn?
So granite and air are the only
Yes.
additional things over and above that 710?
Yes. I did inspect the property November 22nd of 2017, so that's where my pictures come from.
And what was the cost of that granite and air?
Well, if you're looking at the $710,000, I mean, this is truly cost, is what it is, right? I mean, they didn't pay a nickel more than they had to pay for this property. There's no negotiation or bidding wars or anything here. So it's the cost of personal value. Granite, $5,000 to $10,000. Air conditioning, a couple of $1,000. The infrastructure's already there. The new furnace and all the rest of it's already there. What's it cost on top of that to install air conditioning? A couple of $1,000. So it could be anywhere from, say, $7,000 to $12,000 adjustment for these items.
What was that number again?
$7,000 to $12,000 adjustment.
And sorry, you said there were no other improvements other than the granite and air?
Well, I walked through the house and it was largely according to the plan. I mean, I wasn't there when they made the deal. I have no idea whether there was any other adjustments that she didn't tell me about. But.
Okay. Thank you.
Did I ask you yet, Jeff?
No. So you're proposing 710 right across all periods?
710, and then I understand that because of the granite,
Yeah.
and I mean, if we're going to the cost basis, it's, you know, like I said, if $7,000 to $12,000 adjustment for the granite and the AC.
So no escalation for the 2018?
Well, it actually went down. According to the assessor, the value has gone down from 2014 value to 2016 value.
It's as a result of an algorithm?
You'll have to ask the assessor.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you believe the property is worth less than 2018 in terms of value?
It doesn't seem likely, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I agree. I have another question.
But I'll take it.
This isn't an investment property, this one, is it?
No, sir.
Good.
It's occupied.
By the owner.
Yes.
That's there, that's there. Oh, that's right. I know where it is now. Okay, good.
Can I just ask one more
You
question?
may.
On the last page of the information you provided,
Yes.
this is just a minor thing, it's the addendum to Schedule A and B.
Yes.
Talks about an additional allowance of $6,000 for the stone. That's over and above the purchase agreement, I'm just asking about that. Is that required or?
What's this up to? $6,000.
Yeah. Do you know if that was,
I do not.
okay, thank you.
Have a look at the picture.
There's stone on the front of the
Yeah.
structure.
Yes, just between the
Yeah,
garage
just a little
doors,
bit,
worth at least
Yeah, I was just curious about that.
20,000.
Oh, I was thinking closer to 80 or 90. I could be wrong by a
Right,
bit.
unionized employees.
All done with your questions? I'm all done with my questions. Bob, thank you very much for coming
Thank you
down.
very much for hearing me.
Can I just make one final comment?
Sure you can.
For the past few reassessments, the values are based on the market approach,
Yeah,
not the cost approach. I understand Mr. Wolfman's presentation. I have to lean towards the market. It's not no longer do we have a market modified cost approach. It's leaning towards strictly market sales. Thank you.
I hear you 100%. Bob,
Striking
thank
from the field position, he is.
Yeah.
We have, the thing is, though, it's mass appraisal, everybody knows it's mass appraisal, and it's only when it comes to a hearing such as this that it becomes site-specific, and there's nothing more site-specific than the actual cost paid.
Right. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Mr. Lai, you're coming up next, 625 Bridge Lake.
Yes. Thank you.
We're gonna take 5 minutes or so.
So swear in.
Swear him in, please,
Okay.
before we go.
Would you like to swear or affirm? Please state your full name.
Rolling.
Do you affirm that the evidence you're about to give in this hearing is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
How do we say your first name?
Rolling. Rolling. Rolling.
Luwali?
Yeah. Rolling. Yeah.
Walim.
Yeah. Rolling.
Walim, okay. Or Lee. We just call you Mr. Lee, right?
Yeah, Miss Lears.
Mr. Lee's good too? Okay. I mix up everybody's names anyway, so it doesn't matter. Is it shut off yet?
No.
It is now.
Can we make it 5 minutes?
Yeah, let's call the meeting back to order. On this property, we've got 18, 16, roll on a different order here,
Yeah, 16, 17.
and 17. Are they all basically the same? Nope.
I'm looking at the wrong one.
We're 16, 17,
That's the last one.
same.
There we go.
There it is. This one is 16. Sixteen, 17. Okay, you can just do them all at once.
Okay. Roll number 03092991300625 Bridge Lake Drive, Bridgewater Trails, 2-story. 2016, it was built 2,400 square feet. Full basement. Records, there's no basement finish. 3 washrooms, central air, fireplace, attached garage. Lot size 7,000 square feet. 2016 and 17 assessment $616,252 a square foot. Comparables, Bridgewater Forest and one in Bridgewater Lakes. Bridgewater Trails is very new, so unable to find sales back to any further reference date, April of 2014. So again, had to go a bit further away. All 2 stories, built 2009, 2013, 2,200 up to just under 2,500 square feet. Full basement, 3 out of 4 of them have basement development. 3 or 4 washrooms. Very similar features, central air, fireplace, etc. Lot sizes, 5,000 up to 7,600 square feet. Sale prices, adjusted sale prices, 596 to 640,000. Sales occurred from August 2012 up to November 2013. We have it assessed at 616,000. Sale history, 2016, 553, 175. That was October 2016, and 139,000 was the land sale. So that's 2016-17. 2018. Same thing, roll number 0309299130. All the comparables are 2 stories, 2010, 2013 year builds, 22 up to approximately 2,400 square feet. Full basement, all of these ones do not have basement development, so very similar. Same washroom count. Features, again, very close. Fireplaces, air conditioner, and attached garage. Lot sizes, 5,700 up to just under 7,000 square feet. You'll see all the land influences. I forgot to mention for the subject property, there's the light traffic park, and very close to the property is a public walkway. For 2018, we have it assessed at $617,253 a square foot. The sales, you'll see that one of them is lower at $581,000 up to $641,000. So again, it fits into the range of sales that have occurred. So 2018, $617,000. I request the board maintain the value. Thank you.
Do you have any questions, Mr. Lee, of the assessor? Lynn, do you have any questions?
No, I have no questions.
Jeff, any questions?
I don't at this time.
Hmm?
No.
No? This is a 4-bedroom, is it not?
3 bedroom and 1 loft. I don't know how to consider it.
The loft is considered a bedroom sometimes, I didn't know if you'd finished it.
The loft is open on the 2nd floor, so it's not finished. Not
But it's usually used as a bedroom or,
just for, I put a couch there, not for bedroom. Sitting there just for open space.
do you know if any of yours have that loft area or the bedrooms, the extra bedroom upstairs?
I do not. Sorry.
On with your presentation.
Okay.
Is this his presentation here?
Yes, it's all my stuff. So like as Doug mentioned, my area is pretty new, like Bridgewater Trails. So with no exactly comparison in that neighbor. So he compare the Bridgewater Forest and Lake. My cost price is 580. I know you guys don't consider for the cost price about only for market price. So back in 2016 assessment, so we need to go back to the 2014 value. But then there's no, it's all vacant in that neighbor, it's all vacant farmland maybe in 2014. So I don't know how to get the fair value for my house. So I think 616,000 is over what my cost price in 2014. I signed my contract in the December 2015. My purchasing date in October 8, 2016. So it's almost a year and a half. And I spent 580, include all the land, the upgrade, and all the cost.
580?
So
80,000.
yes. And pretty much it's, I think in overall, I think the fair value is 580 because in 2014 nothing there, no build. And in 2017 we can go back to reference date 2015 April. It also need to be fair value to me at 580. For the 2018 assessment, so go back to 2016. So that's my moving year. I moved in October, like 2016. I think 580 is pretty far to me, and I don't know why they come up about 616 also has another the 2018 and 617,000. So it's my realtor friend bring all the data. I cannot go back for the last 3 years, but this is the most recent data. There's I pick a few random example about the same size. Some is corner lot, some is not corner lot. Mine is corner lot, and the sales value about 585, 546, 552, 560, about roughly same size at 2,300 square feet. And maybe, and the city, the property assessment, they usually go for the land side. I know my land side maybe, a little bigger than other house in Bridgewater Forest and in the Bridgewater Lake. But in that way, the bigger land not means I need to spend more work because I got bigger land for front. So my backyard is not big, so only bigger land for the corner. I need to spend a lot of money on the maintenance, even for the grass, and even my neighbor passed away. I need to make sure no geese, no rabbit. They are eating my grass in the springtime. So I not really needed the bigger land, but then the developer I deal with is political. It's not like a workout, not like an artist. They don't only have the land valuable for me back in 2015. So I signed a contract because I got two babies coming and about to build a house. I sold my condo. That's the thing. And one more thing is, I think that the last applicant, he mentioned his lake band artist workout. In that neighborhood, it's all big single grass family house. In my neighbor, see, my house number is 625. It's odd number. All the even number in that area is all detached. So I personally think of my house value can be pulled down by smaller house in the same neighbor. And I'm not sure. I know it's not. We should see the market price, sales price, but it's a very interesting phenomenon for a new neighborhood in Bridgewater. A few people from the Bridgewater, also from the Ridgewood West. All the new house price is always higher than asset value. My special case, and there is a soul home, exactly the same look, but have higher upgrade than my house. 139 Lake Bend Road. Asset value 2016 only 528. My asset value 616. It's almost 100,000 difference. Maybe my logic is a different way, but I'm wondering why my house is over 600, not so home, and I cannot people selling their house, they say, this is a sold home. So people, oh, sold home. People will take it, right? But I cannot say I'm not sold home, right? I just like a regular house I paid up with, that's it. And also, like I mentioned, the market is going down, seriously. Market. People pay for new house, the builder always have a way to make money because in the same neighborhood, in the Beverly West, there's lots of land waiting for demand. College will take a new land. Then they will K-8 school, like high school in that new Bison, like just got news from last few months, right? My point is, people usually buy, buyers always like shop around. If your price is same as they build a new house, why they take the second hand, right? They always build up for new. So that's why the used house in the new neighborhood is always going down. So then we don't make any profit. Because we need it's high demand, not high demand. We need a space for living, and not for rental, and not for investment. So we need to fund space. So I'm just thinking I need to rent apartment somewhere else for maybe $18,000 per year annual rent. So I'm thinking to investment, I need to pay property tax, all the hydro cost, utility costs, all the maintenance for the house. So that makes pretty much for me it's break even. So my property value is not really go up. So that's my concern, right? Because I think it's the value is a little bit high. I think 580 is the fair value.
Doug, you have any questions?
The sales you supplied here, what's the sale date on
The sale date, the first section, it's turn date. It's March 26, March 6, January 30, December 13.
Okay.
For example, on the middle one, I didn't bring all the information for the middle one called 72 Deer Ridge Bay. That's my friend. So he told me he spent 630, including all the landscaping. He sold for 555 December. So I mean, this home market is not really go up. So I cannot make. I even don't know if I can sell for 616,000. But I hope for sure nobody wants to lose money, right? But my friend loses almost 80,000 seriously for 72 Deer Ridge Bay. But Bridgewater Forest, that's a more mature area. My just Bridgewater Trail even further down, like nearby Perry Point and South Point. So I mean, people like always like Miss Coleman, right? So it's Bridgewater Forest and lake closer. So that's why people want to stay there. The reason why I go there, I go to Bridgewater Trails. That time there's no good land for me to pick. Also, the land in Bridgewater Forest and the lake is higher than Bridgewater Trails.
Have you done any improvements to the house since you?
Yes, I did. I put a deck in last year, just 4.5 years ago. But that it should be a fact value for 2020. Sorry, for 2019. So, but this is all about 2014, 15, 16, regarding to the 2016, 17, 18, right? I put a deck. That's it. And the landscaping in front, in case I got the deposit from the builder.
Right. Okay. Okay. Thank you. I have no other questions.
Jeff?
So I'm sorry, what are you indicating you believe the fair value to be then?
That's my cost value, 580. 580.
580.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, the value of your improvements was what?
My deck, 20,000.
20.
The reason why I need to pay labor and I pay the material, right? And
Sure.
It's my lot is not work out, but it's got it high with the ground, so
Yeah.
I make little
Yeah.
close it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's a value is for 20. I built my deck 2017 October, so
Right.
1.5
I
years
see.
ago.
I see.
But I mean, this value should be go
Yes,
back to the.
understand. Okay, no other questions.
Lynn,
No questions.
I noticed none of your comparables are visitable housing like yours.
Oh, okay. I don't. Okay, maybe.
I don't think you put any visitable housing in yours as well, right?
No.
Do you think the visitable housing adds any value to your house?
Yes, I think, but still, like I mentioned, the value is still high for what I've cost, and also the market is going not up. Maybe you can say stable, but it's just really low. I mean, and all the sales data recently you can see it's all similar side. Let me see. Oh yeah, sorry. Oh, maybe this one is 53 Cherrywood. I think this is a visible lot.
Which one?
53 Cherrywood Road.
Don't think so. Really?
Okay.
I don't, there's a step there.
Oh, maybe. Okay. I cannot see clear yet.
Yeah, don't look like a ramp. I don't think Cherrywood was visitable. I could be wrong. You're right, it might be. Okay, we'll leave it at that. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
You're done. Thank you, Doug.
Thank you.
So you're gonna find the, that new area, the trail, they're gonna put more visible in there, so. We finally got it right now.